Hey guys, welcome back to the Drackiseries here for another Minecraft video. This is going to be another Minecraft Redstone tutorial for you guys today. Within this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this 3x3 piston door right here. And this is because of a comment that was actually put on one of my previous Redstone tutorials. It was done by Fallen Beef, saying that to do one for 3+ wide and 3 block tall doors. So I decided to brush up on my redstone a little bit, and I've actually built a 3x3 piston door right here. So I'm going to be showing you guys how this basically works. But just before I get into it, I just want to say, guys, that I do lots of different Minecraft content. So if you do enjoy this video, then be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with any other uploads. But guys, this might look like a real bulky machine, but it is a very, very cool contraption. It is a very, very cool door. How this one basically works is there are 2 buttons on each side. If I press this one, it actually opens the door and keeps it open, and then if I use this button on the other side, it will actually close the door behind me, which is pretty awesome. Now, it's not the fastest door in the world, but that's only because it has to transmit the power around the place, and it has to do the toggling and so on, but it is still a very, very nice design. And I'm going to show you guys basically how to make this 3x3 piston door. Now, there are 2 stages for this tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the actual 3x3 piston door itself, and then I'm going to show you how to do the toggling system with the buttons right here, because that is basically a completely different circuit, and you guys might only want to know how to make the 3x3 piston door itself rather than the toggling system. So yeah, guys, let's get into it, shall we? And I'm going to be first showing you guys how to make the 3x3 piston door itself. So what you're going to want to need is you're going to want to need a platform of some kind. So this is going to be 7 blocks wide. And what you're going to want is you're going to want to place an observer facing this way with a block, and then you're going to want a dropper like so with an observer facing this way. You're then going to want a block with a piece of redstone dust on top. You're then going to want an observer which is actually facing upwards like so. You're then going to want to have a observer facing upwards like that, and then an observer facing this way. What you're then going to want is you're then going to want to place 2 sticky pistons right here and another sticky piston here. You're then going to want to place 4 blocks like so. You're then going to want a normal piston that faces downwards like so. And then you're going to want a block with some redstone dust on top. Now, this is the bottom circuit of the piston door. This is what it actually uses in order to actually put the blocks in the center correctly. You guys will be able to see that in just a moment here. But what we're now going to do is place down 3 sticky pistons above the observer. And now we can actually start to fill in a part of the door structure right here. So you can place 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here, and 3 blocks here. So this just gives it a bit of structure and it makes it easier to build. Once you have done that, you are then going to want to make like a diamond formation like this. You are then going to want to place 3 redstone dust on top. You are then going to want to have it so there is an observer that's actually facing into this redstone wire right here. Once you have done that, you then need to place 2 sticky pistons facing downwards. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to fire off these pistons temporarily, so you'll just have to replace the blocks and put the blocks back like so. Now, once that's actually done, you can then place a block here, and then you need to place a dropper. Now next to the dropper, you need to have an observer facing away from the dropper, like so. And then you need another observer here and another observer here. Those observers should be pointing towards this double piston extender right here. Once you have done that, you then need to place a redstone dust on top of the dropper, like so. And if you actually end up doing that, it might actually end up firing off the piston, so make sure to replace the block. You can then put a block on top, like so. Now this block right here is actually the activation block, so I'm going to put a lever on here for now. Now what you're then going to need is 2 repeaters, and the first repeater needs to be on 4 tick delay. So it needs to be in this setting right here. And we are very, very nearly done, guys. What we then need to do is we need to do the pistons on this side. So we're going to put a block here, and we're going to put 2 pistons. 2 sticky pistons, I should say. 2 sticky pistons like so. And then you need an observer that faces downwards towards this wire right here. Now that, guys, is done. That is the 3x3 piston door done. And if you follow all of the observer steps and the repeater steps and all the redstone steps that I've just shown you right here, this door will work. So now what I'm going to show you guys is if I activate this lever, it does actually close the door. And if I then deactivate it, it will actually open the door again. So as you guys can see, it uses a lot of combination of observer logic and double piston extenders to make a very, very quick 3x3 piston door. Now how this really works is basically the double piston extender and these pistons down here actually sort out the center free blocks that are always the hardest when it comes to 3x3 piston doors, and especially when the door actually opens, this double piston extender actually grabs the block and brings it back up. And also there are a bunch of other blocks that are used, and these pistons are also used to push blocks up into the center column right here. So that is basically how that works, and as you guys can see, it is a pretty nice design. It is 1 block wide and it is very, very fast indeed. Now obviously the 3x3 piston door as a whole ends up getting slower if you add other circuitry to it, like so with this case, but other than that, it is a very, very good piston door and it's very, very easy to open. Now, the one thing I should bear in mind is that this is the activator block, the most, important block in the entire contraption. Now, the one thing I should bear in mind is that you actually have to power this block in order for the door to actually work. So if you do something like this, where you're just feeding redstone wire into it like this, this will not work. You need to make sure that you are powering this block. So that might be, you know, a lever, or it might be something similar where you're trying to use a repeater to do it. A repeater is a good way of doing it as well. But yeah, guys, it is a very, very cool contraption, and it allows you to make a very, very quick piston door like so. But guys, do not go away if you want to continue making this piston door with me. I'm going to show you now, guys, how to make this one, which I have built right here. Now, the first thing that I do is I'm just going to close it right here so I can see where everything is. So what we can now do, guys, is we can start to make a little platform here. Alright guys, I've just placed the walls on the piston door right here, and I'm now going to show you guys how to do the toggle system now with the piston door. So this is actually using a system that allows you to open the door with either button and close it with either button as well. So if I click the button again, it will then close the piston door up. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down our buttons inside the contraption right here. And then what we're going to need to do is we're going to then obviously need a building block. So let's get some iron right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place some circuitry underneath right here. So we're going to put some circuitry so that we have some redstone wire underneath right here. And then we're going to go around the other side and we're going to place a block under here. And we're going to have it so that there is a redstone signal right here with the redstone wire under here, like so. And now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to now do the next bit of the build, which is actually making a toggle circuit. So what we're going to do is you're going to want to place a block right here, and we're going to place a comparator facing into the block. We are then going to want to place a block and then a dropper facing away from the comparator. We are then going to then want so that we have a dropper facing upwards like so, and then we need a dropper facing this way. We then need a hopper facing downwards into the dropper like so. So it looks like a little circuit, I guess. We then will have it so that we have an arrow in here, for example. In fact, actually, we could probably put the arrow in here. There we go. And that should have closed the piston door right here. So you place the arrow within this dropper right here. And now what we need to do, guys, is we just need to actually direct so that the buttons actually connect up to our toggle circuit right here. So how we actually connect these wires at the bottom with the buttons to the toggle circuit is we just need to do a very, very simple redstone torch pillar like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a block on the side of the comparator like so, and we're going to alternate blocks downwards so that we can actually get the power up to the toggle circuit right here. So you want to do something like this, and then you're going to want to do something like that. You're then going to want to connect up the wires to the redstone torch right here. So on this side you can do something like that, and also on this side you can bring the wire round, but you will actually need to place a block right here because otherwise the wire over here will connect to this dust, which you don't want. If you actually let these connect, then the door won't work. So you'll want to do something like that, guys. Now, once you've actually done that and connected the buttons to this redstone torch pillar right here, we just then need to connect so that we have the redstone pillar connected to the toggle circuit. Now, how we connect the toggle circuit, guys, is that we place a block on top of this redstone torch right here, and then we place a redstone torch like so, and then we actually need to have it so that the blocks go round like so. And then we need to place some redstone dust and then a repeater. So as you guys can see, now that I've actually done that, that actually made the door open. And if we press the button on this side, it will actually toggle the system and the piston door will close. And if we press it again, the toggle system will activate and then the door will open. The same will happen on this side. So if I just press the button right here, there we go, as you guys can see. And also if we press the button again, the piston door will open. And there you have it, guys. That is a pretty nice piston door with a very, very nice 3x3 opening mechanism. And that is what makes this one of the most amazing contraptions for piston doors themselves. Anyway, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this tutorial. It is certainly quite complex, so you might need to watch the video a few times, but I just thought about making this design a little bit more creative, I guess, by adding this toggle system into it. and it's fairly easy to hide the circuitry and stuff. And obviously the toggle system itself is optional. You don't need to do that. You can just do a lever like I did before, but apart from that, it is a very, very cool build. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, a like on the video would be very, very much appreciated. And also, if you want to see more content like this, so Minecraft tutorials, Minecraft survival, all sorts of Minecraft content, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and keep up to date. And also hit the bell to be notified of any new videos. But yeah, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.